Hey guys, welcome to the channel and to another video of mine. What we have here is a bunch of knives, blades that I carried and used when I was in the army and specifically when I deployed overseas. I had somebody recently ask me what kind of knife I carried when I was overseas, so it kind of gave me an idea maybe to do a video on the knives that I carried and used. I looked through my knife drawer and seems like I still had most of them. There are a couple of them that are missing, but for the most part I have most of the ones I carried and used. First knife that I had with me whole time, actually that's the one I don't have. I don't know what I did with it. It's a Gerber folder with a clip. It was popular in the early 90s. I carried that one pretty much whole time I was in, and I got rid of it, or I lost it. I don't really remember. I remember why I stopped carrying it. I got the clip on it that would clip to your pocket was kind of weak, and anytime you would catch on something, it would bend, and that's one of the reasons I got rid of it. But that was actually after I got out of the service. So I kept trying to find it. I can't find it. I don't really know what I exactly did with it. Next knife that I carried, that or blade, a tool that I carried with me whole time and used the whole time, was this Gerber multi-tool. I had this one pretty much from the time I joined. When I got to my unit, I bought this Gerber and I carried it with me on two of my deployments and whole time I was in. And actually when I got out, I worked as contractor in Balkans. I even used it there. So you can see it's been used a lot, but it's still in good shape. Only thing that is wrong with it, I broke the tip of it a while back. I don't even remember how I broke it, but it's been broken like that for a while and still works. So that's the tool or blade that I used most of the times while in. The second knife is this Gerber Rex Applegate. I actually acquired this knife. A buddy of mine traded me for something when I was in Afghanistan, and it came in a sheet kind of similar to this. It does not have a clip, and I carried it for a little bit, and most of the rest of the time I just kept it in my assault pack until end of my deployment, and I didn't really use it a lot. I just liked the way it looked, size of it, and the way it felt. The first fixed blade that I'm gonna cover is this it's a Seki Japan High Ranger knife. I really don't know a lot about this knife. I bought it at the gun show in Charlotte way before I even joined the army. And when I went in, that was the knife I carried probably first 6 months or so. And it went to deployment with me, but I didn't use it as my primary knife. And this one went to my second deployment to Iraq. I didn't take it to Afghanistan with me, and even when I took it to Iraq with me, since it was a dagger, it wasn't my primary knife. I had it in my Alice pack most of the time and used it every now and then, but it's still been used. I mean, you can see the original sheet that came with it. I mean, it has some mileage through it. I fixed it up when it tore up with the duct tape. And I think I paid around 40-50 bucks for this knife back in late 90s at the gun show. And like I say, I didn't know about it a lot. I still don't know a lot about this knife. I looked it up online. It seems like there's not a lot of them out there, but you can find them at certain auctions. Some of them selling up to $500, so I guess it was a good investment. And since I got out of service, buddy of mine that was in a army with me, he made me the new sheath for it. So now knife has a brand new sheath to go in, and you don't have to go with that old tore up sheath, but I'm still gonna keep that old sheath for sentimental values as well. The other knife that I have here, it's a Colt. I don't know what model is. I bought this knife down at Fayetteville at I believe it was at General Jackson's. I didn't pay a lot for it, maybe 50-60 bucks back 20 years ago or so. And this was the knife that I took with me to my deployment in Afghanistan, and I used this knife whole time I was there. I mean, you can tell this knife has some mileage on it. It's been used extensively, balloons going off of it. The sheath is all tore up. It still has Afghani dust on it. Actually, you can see dust in here, but it's a Colt CT28. I guess that's the model. I mean, it's a for the money that I paid, it's a hefty quality knife. I mean, this thing did a lot of stuff. It didn't break, so I was really happy with the purchase and the service that it provided. So let's put that one up. And the next knife is this SRK SOG, SOG, however you want to call it. I carried this knife when I went to Iraq. I took it along with this one, but this was my primary belt knife that I used. It did its purpose. I mean, it's a pretty heavy blade. You can see here where I was using it to probably chop some stuff with it, hitting it with something. But it's a good knife. I was happy with it, and it did its purpose. And from all these knives, it's probably still in the best condition overall. And the sheath on it is, I think I repaired it once, but for the most part, it's still in pretty good shape. So that's that covers all the knives I carried. Like I say, only one missing is that Gerber folder, but rest of these knives I still have with me. So thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.